Rocking some...
This is one that's most promising.
An important detective is missing. Skullduggery is surely afoot.
He's a friend of mine. The whole station is out looking for him as we speak. Ironically, he came here on an investigation himself. Seems several people have gone missing in this part of town. We've had reports of missing people over the last few months. Detective Murphy is just the most recent and the only one who's anybody to speak of.
I'm glad that they show you, like, the clues.
Where the hell did he get to then? An old sort of detective who gets lost.
Always do clues first.
Now that I've seen this, I should ask more questions.
So, yeah, it's a sack of manure. Why, yes. Joanna, haha. I have a cousin named Joanna. She ain't white, though. She's straight up a real nigga. With attitude. No. Not really. She's awesome, though. She's an awesome cousin. Though way older. Anyway.
I saw him going into the barber shop when I was on my way to work. In this kind of neighborhood, people come and go.
An odd man indeed. He spent a fair amount of time in here, poking around. Some people around town just seem to vanish. It is mysterious. George delivers that to us. It's amazing. The flowers just grow and grow. Sweet boy. Constantly giving my assistant gifts, a jacket, a handbag, and so on.
A jacket and a handbag, eh?
I saw him going into the barber shop. George is my sweetheart. I think he plans to propose marriage soon. Maybe even today.
That guy can't kill any police officers. It's like, no, no, you do not kill police officers. It's like, you cannot be assistant to murder. Okay, clues first. Critter meat.
Unusual.
Oh, is it like chopped up? Is that like straight up Hannibal Lecter stuff where it's like, oh yeah, I chopped them up into like thousands of pieces?
He was in here asking about missing people. Bought a meat pie, he did. Stayed and chatted for a few minutes, then headed off to the barber.
What in the blazes with that?
Told that some people have gone missing, but I don't know anything about it.
People are turning into animals.
George delivers meat from the pies. Lovely lad. I pay on delivery. I believe he picks it up from a local butcher shop.
You mean the annoying bloke nosing around? I told him to sod off. I pride myself on the quality of the beef I sell. Somebody's selling cheap around here, though. My sales have dropped off. George? I don't know any George.
Wait, there's no like secret thing I gotta walk to if I do. Fuck. I hate those sometimes. At least it tells you when you've unlocked all the investigation zones.
He came in asking lots of questions. I believe I answered them to his satisfaction. I suppose there are a few people.
No. First clues. I accidentally bumped into you. First are clues. You have a diamond-shaped hole. Mighty suspicious now. Mr. Leather Shopper.
Why would you want to know about him? Stupid boy. He does deliver tan leather on occasion, but I really have very little to do with him.
So continue your investigation. It's like, no, really? Bloodstain?
I wonder if someone could tell me more about this.
Yeah, I gave him a trim. He asked no-ended questions. When I cut his hair, I notices a tattoo right at the base of his neck. A green Celtic cross it was. You're right. Several people have disappeared over the past months. Some of them were customers of mine. George was in here earlier, getting an haircut. He wanted to look nice for his girl. He's been seeing Joanna from the flower shop for some time now. Said he's finally saved up enough money to pop a question. I'm trying to quit drinking. Sometimes my hand shakes when I'm given a shave.
Very suspicious. The Celtic tattoo, though, is very suspicious as well. Not even gonna lie. The fuck? Oh, hello. Oh no. Is it you that's dead? No, George. Here's the thing. They all have diamond things on it. This guy had a diamond tattoo in it, or a diamond thing on it. Jeffress, whatever. But here, I'll still still talk to this guy real quick. This girl, pardon me.
George, I hoped he'd stop by. I want to see his new haircut. He must be at his house. Oh, I do hope he proposes soon.
That is sad. That is sad. That is really, really sad. Okay, so here's the thing. They're all made he has the things to kill people, and he also disregarded George. Oh no, I had nothing to do with George.
He was coming too close to figuring out where all those people went. They got parceled out to the baker, the florist, and me.
You very cleverly puzzled that one out. A very unpleasant crime. Perfect for one of Mr. Raymond's penny dreadfuls.
Bones ground up to sow's manure. The bloody flesh sold to supply pie shops with cheap meat. All delivered by the unwilling carter, George, thus making the fiend. Oh my god! Because I would just I'm like that.
That last crime was so ingenious that Perlock Publishing tossed me quite a tidy sum. I believe this next one will do even better.
So I'm his hoe. I'm like, no sign of struggle, no wounds. Okay, so poison. Yay. I want to see, buddy. Good luck and see you. Okay, here. Look for the preview of stream 12. If anything, I'll start a new stream just for you for stream 12.
Stop breathing.
And he'll have a. Ugh. But see, I got an evil twin. So what do you think that they're in spots for? Crazy as I am, I'm much stable than him, and I'm nuts. What the? You playing Eminem? No one to listen to, son. I got that evil grin. Look, evil twin. 10 clues. Okay. Fun. Okay. You old rogue. I could use that. Like, you old rogue. You.
I should return and find out about this.
To whom? So everything's closed. So yeah, it's gotta be somebody poisoned him. I mean, it only makes sense.
I believe I should reinterrogate a suspect.
Yeah. And anyway, so even if you don't catch the stream, I'll still upload it, and then it'll be the first thing you see, so you don't have to watch the whole entire thing. Anyway, don't know you, but I still love you. Thank you for being here. Hope you have enjoyed. Also, shout out. So thank you, Laser Game AC. Let me just copy your username so I don't forget it. And then let me see. There's also Fireboy698. I'm sorry, I have been disregarding you. I'm sorry, Fireboy. Anyway, thank you. Have a wonderful time. See some of you on the flip side. Some of you, we're gonna stay and find out what happens. The Penny Dreadfuls. Oh, they're two separate areas? That's weird. That is weird. Then air vent. So, poison. As I said 500 times. So, poison.
I'm just the housekeeper, but Mr. Cashin was a dear friend. Each morning I bring him his coffee. Today his door was locked shut. My husband is the caretaker. We live downstairs. We have the keys to all the apartments, so after knocking, I became concerned and let myself in and found him like this. The lights weren't working. My husband didn't want to waste any candles, so we retired early. Mr. Cashin was a respected music critic, a very accomplished man.
Oh, somebody got angry and he was like, "Oh, you made fun of my music? How dare you, sir?"
I should go back and ask about this. Now that I've seen this, I should ask more questions.
So yeah. Somebody cut off the lights from the basement, then used the air vent to poison him.
Gone just like that, eh? He lived right next door and often came home from his concerts a bit drunk and singing at the top of his lungs. Drove my wife near crazy. Cashin had an eye for the ladies, no question. I was a bit jealous of him, frankly. I was down in the cellar, fiddling with my experiments. That belongs to Mr. Golden. He's an awfully nice chap. We let him use our apartment during the day when my wife and I are out tending our shop. He likes to rehearse here where the light's better. I'm an amateur chemist. Henman let me set up a few experiments in the cellar.
Alright, that's it. It's only 2 places.
Mr. Cashin is dead? I just saw him yesterday. He looked in the peak of health. If you ask me, he paid a bit too much attention to the caretaker's wife. Scandalous, really. They must have seen each other nearly every day. Last night I was knitting in that chair. Then I felt quite sickly and opened the window to clear my head. I certainly didn't hear anything. When the lights quit working yesterday, that sweet Mr. Golden handed out candles to everyone. He's such a nice man.
What other location?
I worked very late. So did he. I only met him once or twice in the 2 years I've been living here. I was out giving a benefit recital for unemployed musicians. Several dozen people can attest to my whereabouts.
Now that I've seen this, I should ask more questions.
I use them to create an ambience when I hold private recitals.
I wonder if someone could tell me more about this. I should go back and ask about this. I should go back and ask about this.
Yo, if you're still out there with me, leave a like and please subscribe.
Mr. Cashin's dead. Difficult to believe. He led a quiet life. Out at concerts most nights. Shut up in his room writing the rest of the time. He must have been a lonely man. My wife felt sorry for him and helped him as often as she could. I'm in charge of the running and upkeep of the whole building, so I can get dirty now and then. I was just doing some work in the basement. I forgot to put it away. The gas quit working yesterday. I don't know enough to fix such things safely myself. A man from the company is going to come by tomorrow.
It's true. I loved him. He was the best thing that ever happened to me.
You a hoe. You a low-key hoe.
Ah, yes, be careful with that. It can be dangerous. It reacts badly with heat.
See, it's like, here's the thing. You said you got angry at him because, you know, he didn't like his reviews. Yep. Yep.
Those musicians put out of work. A rancorous old man who had no talent or creativity of his own.
I suspect there was more to that mystery than meets the eye. I'm going to look into it.
Up to the click with you.
Candle death. Holy crap. Can you imagine that happening today? Like, sup? Says the expert thief. Well, it's a me, Mario.
Here's an especially exciting one. Perfect for a penny dreadful.
Just
Professor dies twice.
That's once more than usual. Twice as many sales. My name will soon be known across the nation.
dude, really? I just do this and then he like literally gets the money and profit. Like, how is this fun? Like, she's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna solve the crime for you. Sandy can take all profits that I would have made from it. Oh, my throat is so dry. Wow. It's like, as always, you ignore the people, find the clues. Virginia. Is that a cat? The description literally just says African. That's it. It's like, the fuck? It's like twice dead. It's like, a professor died twice. That's twice more than usual. It's like,
Well now, I didn't ask about this.
say poisonous.
I should return and find out about this. I should go back and ask about this.
And money. If all else fails, money.
It's so very awful. The professor died of an heart attack just days ago. Then tonight, I hear pounding at the door. I open it to find him bleeding and in pain. He tried to say something, then collapsed dead. Again. He got that a few days ago. Inside was a statue. I thought it was a marvel. But he told me it was quite common. I don't know who sent it. Spider? Let's get that out of here. Emmett is definitely afraid of spiders. He kept repeating, Barkesso, Barkesso, over and over. What does it mean?
Yeah, it is a cat.
It's unthinkable. Such a great man. We were still in mourning from the burial. He was buried yesterday in the family plot. My father was an eminent anthropologist and something of an explorer. He made his name by investigating the practices of a small village in the Congo. His colleagues at the university often sent him trinkets from abroad. This is no time to talk about the will. It is true that my father and my fiancée didn't get on, but I'm confident that once he got to know her as a daughter-in-law, they would have become friends.
Yep. Good, I thought I heard a music box. Okay, fair enough. Oh, that's creepy. Yes, you should. Boom.
A lovely man, and I should go back and ask about this.
Yep, a state resembling death. Yep.
I should return and find out about this. go back and ask about this.
The anthropological sciences have lost a great mind. He revolutionized the field. It is my fond hope that I may inherit his mantle.
Dude, everything points it to you.
Sorry, difficult to read. I've lost my spectacles somewhere.
Yep, you...
I recently traveled to Africa in order to continue studies on the indigenous tribe Professor Bing discovered some time ago.
Dude, can I accuse you? Yo. I bet it's you.
I required his knowledge in order to become the greatest anthropologist in the British Empire.
Yep.
And his beloved tribe of savages provided the method.
That Professor Silas was particularly cunning and gruesome. Mr. Raymond will be thrilled.
It's like, it's so obvious. Oh, I didn't see that. Ate his brains. Oh my gosh, that's brutal, man.
Think of that. Crushed by a crate. The most hated man in London.
Can you imagine achieving such a title? One day my brilliance will bring me similar recognition.
Mr. Raymond, what are you talking about?
It's of no consequence. What's important is that this man was hated by many. But who delivered the fatal blow?
It's like, he's the most hated man. I was like, why, dude? John Ashton. I don't know. I'll Google it. It's like, still has like... Uh-huh.
I know the man. He's hated by everyone. Surprisingly, it's not clear what killed him. I find multiple wounds. No need to send many people to jail for killing such a terrible man. What say you only arrest the single person who actually caused his death? He appears to have been stabbed with a perforating weapon, perhaps a spike of some kind. There would be bleeding and it would affect motor control right away, but death wouldn't come for another 6 minutes. I suspect that there is at least one deadly toxin in his system.
I should go back and ask about this. Well now, I didn't ask about this.
The man's a right bastard. I hope he's smouldering in hell. I'm not a crane operator. I wouldn't know how to work that. My best chum is maimed for life, and Ashton didn't care a fig. He deserved what happened. Beyond that, I'm mum.
He owned this site and paid us. We all hated him because he looked for any excuse to cheat us out of our wages. I didn't hate him any more or less than my mates. It's difficult to work properly. You'd have to know what you're doing to drop it at just the right moment. That's around the time I'm given a few minutes to eat something. About then I would have been buying myself an apple at the stand down the street. Eddie? Yeah, I taught him how to work the crane a few days ago.
So right now, the leading suspect is Eddie. Ed and Eddie.
stopped by here every day at the exact same time. He'd buy an apple and try to cheat me out of tuppence. But then most folks do that. Yeah, that sounds right. Came by for an apple. He was here when we heard the crate hit the ground.
There's an alibi. Oh, steps, huh?
He's my husband. Each day I bring him the household expenses just after he eats his apple. I also brought him his invitation to the knighthood ceremony. The one with the special scepter. Of course he wasn't going to take me along. I often tie up my hair around a knitting needle. What business is it of yours?
Screw you.
I'll be the toast of the town. A very unpleasant fellow. But what was that business about a knighthood ceremony?
Up to the cliff with you.
In any case, Mr. Raymond will have a story for Pollock Publishing.
More than one way to skin a cat.